City, site of this year's Capital One Orange Bowl, part, of course, of the college football playoff. We are through the opening round of this year's playoff, and now the pressure is mounting in the quarterfinals. A matchup between one side that's had time to rest and recover, and another team that's battle-tested, already off one playoff victory. As we'll see the number 6 seed in this playoff, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on the number 3 seed in the playoff, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. Green Day Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff quarterfinal game. Only one team here can keep their championship dreams alive. The kickoff team is out there. Great energy as this playoff game is about to get underway. And the returner elects to fair catch and no return. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Well, we've seen this from this defense all year long, the ability to stop the run, and they get things started here on this first play of the game with being stout up front.
Important second down play coming up. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. That one takes it across the 30-yard line.
Well, I feel like they called that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run. But look at this. Put themselves in a perfect third down situation. It's much more manageable. Now we'll see if they can convert.
On the opening drive, it's now 3rd and 4. Off the RPO, caught to the right. He's found some room at the 45. And a big gain moves the ball across midfield all the way to the 39.
Oh, the defense. They get this offense to a third down early in the game, a chance to get them off the field. But instead, this quarterback shows you why they've had such a great year with a conversion.
They give it to the receiver on a jet sweep. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Well, this is the risk you take when you run this play. Sometimes it works, sometimes it backfires. And this time it backfires on the offense by going backwards for a tackle for loss.
They look to throw it here on second down. Bringing pressure. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a third down.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
You come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Looking for his back. Dumps it down to the back. Caught. That's a big gain. The offense is threatening them. Spot the ball at the 22.
Well, it's another completion by this quarterback. Another great gain in a first down, and already over 30 yards through the air. This quarterback is in a zone here to start this game.
This Notre Dame offense is moving quickly down the field. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. And the defense smothers him for no gain.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? On the shotgun, it's a handoff. Defense finally able to get him down after the juke, but he picks up a decent gain.
Well, let's give credit to the offensive line here. They went with a run blitz. The offensive line sees it, picks it up, gives them enough room to pick up some solid yards.
An important third 2-point conversion coming here in the red zone. Can he reach the end zone? You're milking for the score. Touchdown, Notre Dame. And come out in the playoff game, Kirk. No signs of rust for the offense immediately.
Yeah, no jitters at all. After the layoff, I wondered how they might be able to come out and communicate and actually just the rhythm to the offense. But they did not hesitate. They set the tone early. Now they got themselves a lead.
He's going to return it from near the goal line. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Handoff here from the shotgun. Breaking free at the 35. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play. Bulldogs come to the line looking to crank up the tempo.
How about setting the edge there on the right side of that offensive line? I wouldn't be surprised if they keep going back to the well, pounding it behind that right guard and right tackle and tight end, seeing what additional damage they can do.
Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play.
Great job on the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball down the field.
From the shotgun, here's an inside give. He stopped, but he gets a first down.
That's a really good job here by this back to be able to find that hole and pick up the yards for this first down. And boy, Georgia's had some good backs over the years, and this young man is living up to that tradition today.
Georgia getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Looks like he's going to run it. Finding space at the 20. Picks up the first and is still going. Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
This one play by this quarterback. 1 second, he's surveying the entire field, trying to find that open receiver. The next second, he just pulls it down, tucks the football away, picks up yards, and gets a touchdown himself. What a run.
Point after, knocked right through. Kickoff team is on the field. See if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. This one will be fair caught. So here comes the Notre Dame offense back onto the field. Great possession last time. They punch it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? Throws a bullet deep down the right side. And that one's picked off. What a play.
That offensive coordinator is going to have some choice words for his quarterback over the phone on the sideline after that time. You have to be more careful with the football.
And the offense makes its way onto the field, hoping for a successful drive. Quarterback pulls the ball. It's a keeper. He's past the marker and still going. Tackle, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 45.
Boy, this offense does such a great job of putting the threat of the quarterback and the running back on this defense. It puts the defense in a tough spot because it's really hard to take both away. This time, the quarterback gets out and shows you the speed he has as well.
First down here for this offense. They'll give it to the back. Breaking free at the 35. Tackle is finally made, but not before it's a huge gain down to the 25.
Big plays like this are just demoralizing for a defense. It's one thing to give up big plays over your head against the pass game. But when teams can run the ball and pick up yards like this, really affects the team's mental psyche and their confidence. And you'll start to see some missed tackles following a play like this.
Here's a 1st and 10 play. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. The sure hands. It's Wiggins. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch. Dogs will help us to the line to run the hurry-up offense. There's the handoff. 0 running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Offense looking to keep this drive going into the red zone. It's 3rd down and short. Off play action. He's looking to throw. He's got it right near the end zone. And they bring it down with the junior quarterback showing off the cannon. The Dogs will line up now. It's 1st and goal. On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. Couldn't quite get there, but brought down at the 1-yard line.
A pretty good push up front here by this offense line to get some positive yards here. You wonder if they're going to be able to run it in, or they're going to have to spread this defense out and try to find a one-on-one matchup to put the ball through the air for the touchdown.
Offense comes up to the line. We might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. They've had the break to talk about it. Now we begin the quarter with the offense set up 2nd and goal. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. He gets to the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his 2nd touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
Knocks through the PAT. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. They'll return it from inside the 5. The returner is brought down as he started with the next drive. On the first play. Let's see if they can do better here. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. He's wrapped up nicely there by the freshman.
You know, in an era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example of a defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line.
You cannot escape the defense with a sack.
Great job here by this defensive lineman from Georgia using his hands and his speed to close in on the quarterback and come up with this sack. And they've had some great ones over the years, Chris, as you know, starting with our guy, David Pollack, who had as good a career in his time in Athens as anybody who's ever put on that uniform. Richard Seymour, brilliant career with the Patriots, but it all started in Athens. Jalen Carter, just an enforcer up front. Not even throwing Geno Atkins, who had a great career in the interior of that Georgia defensive line.
They bring the punter onto the field now. And the coverage team lets the ball roll dead.
Well, I thought the return team did a really good job of giving him some room to work with, but I feel like the returner was so focused on making a big play downfield that he forgot to take care of the football, and it cost him.
And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Their first-level defenders hold their opponent at point of attack, allowing the second and third level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Short loss in the play sets up second and long for the 18. Offense looking to throw the ball. The pass rush closing in. Offense needing to keep this drive alive. It's a third down play. Defensive backs up at the line, showing press. Fires it to the wideout. Incomplete. Very lucky to avoid an interception there.
And I think the quarterback here forces the ball because it's third down. He's got to be careful having the ball on his own side of the field. That ball was almost picked off.
And on fourth down, the punter sends it away. When he's got some space here. And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. And the Fighting Irish offense is back on the field. This group is coming off a quick 3 and out. Can they put something together in this drive? Oh, and he misfires just beyond the receiver's grasp.
I don't know if it's the defense that's impacting him, but this quarterback is really struggling. Already has thrown a pick. His mechanics seem to be off. His footwork isn't in sync. Almost threw another pick. Boy, he's going to have to make some kind of adjustments.
From the shotgun, an inside handoff.
Well, another short game for this offense on the ground, and you got to give a lot of credit to the defense. They have really negated that aspect of this offense the entire first half and really making them one-dimensional. And if that doesn't change, I don't know how they get back into this game.
On the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Finding some room at the 25. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. No chance to catch it. This college football playoff game is all tied up. It's beginning to feel a little bit like a shootout.
Yeah, it is. It's a battle of the offenses. Both these teams right now executing flawlessly, and they're doing so with such high stakes, answering one score with another. Neither team is backing up 1 inch.
So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. They're coming off a quick 3 and out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. And they'll try to pick it up on the ground. Breaking free at the 35. It's a big game before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down.
Boy, great patience and acceleration to be able to pick up this first down by this back from Georgia. You think of Georgia backs, you think about Herschel Walker right away, right? Sonny Michel, Todd Gurley, Nick Chubb, Noshawn Marino. I mean, the list goes on and on of great Georgia backs.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. A short completion at the tight end. Puts into space at the 50. Tackled, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 45.
Just a really good ball here to be able to pick up this first down for the Georgia offense. And you know, being able to have a balanced attack, so important in modern college football, and Georgia does that as well as anybody.
The quarterback keeps it on the option. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
There's the defense stepping up and making a nice play. Let's face it, this quarterback has been tough to deal with. He's been able to run and pick up some good yards, but this time the defense is in position and they tackle him for a loss.
Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. And the pass is just thrown away. Clearly intentional grounding, and here comes the penalty mark. The offense now operating in empty. Corner's back up now, playing a couple yards off the ball. And someone on the line there moved a bit early. Offense gets a 5-yard penalty. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Offense comes to the line for 3rd down off the incompletion. From the shotgun, drops back. It's a deep throw down the right sideline. That one falls incomplete. They tried to press it deep, but now it brings up 4th down. And the Bulldogs will line up to kick it away.
Oh, man, nearly a disastrous play there by the quarterback. Look at his facial expressions right now. He knows that he caught a break, trying to force the ball in there. He's going to have to make better decisions moving forward and work through his progressions to find his open man.
He's brought down, but a good effort to make something of that return. The Fighting Irish offense comes back out onto the field. They scored a touchdown on their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. Football knocked loose in the backfield. It bounces past the sideline, out of bounds. They avoid the turnover there.
Oh, my gosh, Chris. You can almost feel a collective sigh of relief coming from the offensive sideline as that ball rolled out of bounds. The offense catches a break. One more awkward bounce. That ball maybe stays in bounds, and the defense has a recovery.
That's the 2-minute warning now here in the first half. Critical 3rd down play for this offense right here. It's a quick grab. And that game will pick up a 1st down and move the football to the 36. Running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the 1st down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense, and they better defend this style of play moving forward.
Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play.
Chris, I just love to see this offensive line in this running game able to establish themselves. This back is already over 50 yards in the first half. So really good job of establishing the run game. Opens up the play action. Opens up one-on-one opportunities. Just keep winning the battle up front.
And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Finding space at the 20. They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown, Irish.
Chris, you think this guy, when he went to bed last night at the team hotel, thought he would score not 1, not 2, but 3 rushing touchdowns in one game? What a day.
PAT makes it a 7-point lead. So the offense getting some momentum before halftime with a touchdown. Now they kick off in hopes the defense can get a quick stop. And the fair catch signaled for and taken. And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. They've got a choice here in the final minute. Do they get aggressive, try to cut into this lead, or play it safe and point toward the second half? Let's fly to the wideout. Easy throw to a wide-open receiver downfield. The stop is finally made, but it's a big gain. Stopped at the 49. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. The drive stays alive with that 1st down completion. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. And he'll loft this one deep to the left side. This one is broken up and falls incomplete.
Boy, that was beautiful. Man, this defensive back, he's putting on a clinic today on how to defend against the deep ball and man coverage without committing a penalty. I'm sure the secondary coach is very proud of that execution.
On second down. After the incompletion on first down, looking to throw it again. Look at this. He'll go deep again. It is intercepted. Did he take it all the way? He steps out of bounds. A solid return and a great way to set up his offense here.
He didn't really seem to feel like he had anybody open. He just puts it up in the air, and the defense says, thank you, we'll take it.
So here comes the Notre Dame offense back onto the field. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time.
Well, the defensive coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. And it's incomplete on a very quick throw.
That's a misfire there, Chris. This passing game has got to be able to get into sync and find a rhythm.
After the incompletion, the lineup here for 3rd and 7. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Catch made down the left side, an explosive play. Touchdown, Notre Dame. This quarterback on fire today.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. When he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
And the offense gets momentum scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get a stop and preserve that momentum. Returner decides to fair catch this. Here comes the first play of the drive. Can they do something in the final 30 seconds of the half? Takes the toss and heads left. And they make the stop to get the ball carrier down.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. He's kicking down to Kevin Connors with a halftime update. Notre Dame will kick it off to start the second half. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. First play of the second half is a handoff. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Dogs looking to run some tempo here. Play action fake, looking to throw. Lets it go quickly. The junior quarterback fortunate to avoid the turnover there.
Well, this defense has been lights out all year long. In fact, it's been one of the best pass defenses in the country. Big reason why they're in this playoff, and they're living up to that standard today.
Pre-snap motion from the offense. Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. Fires it to the wideout. Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield. They get it down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
It's a risky pass. He gets away with it. Almost the second interception of this defense today.
Pretty nice catch here, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, and sometimes a little questionable, as we saw here.
Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. Pop over the middle. It's Higgins. Look at the speed there. They finally bring him down, but it's a nice gain. This Georgia offense is moving quickly down the field.
Really good route here by the receiver, but I love the quarterback's ability to look off that safety and make that throw. And that's part of the quarterback's job here when you play in Athens for this Georgia offense. They've had some great quarterbacks over the years. Guys like Matthew Stafford and Aaron Murray, and more recently Jake Fromm, and of course Stetson Bennett, who won back-to-back national championships. What they're seeing today from this quarterback, they got to be very proud of.
So after the incompletion, it's second down. Some pre-snap movement, back in motion. Looking to throw it again. Defense is blows free in the backfield. Defense has got the football.
Now, when you get into this big a game on this kind of stage in the second half and you're trailing, you just cannot afford to put the ball on the ground. The defense is attacking, trying to get the ball out. They do. Ball's on the ground. This could be the end of the game.
The Notre Dame offense back out on the field. This group has been clicking. Really built momentum. Can the defense make adjustments? Come up with a stop here. He'll be taken down, but he crosses midfield to the 48.
Boy, another nice gain by this back. He has had a beautiful day today running the football, just kind of in that zone, and a big reason why they have a nice lead today.
That run, good for a first down. The offense still rolling. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. Offense getting set up. Here's second down.
Let's go. 8-4.
Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. They bring him down. It's a very solid game, but still well short of the first down.
Well, much like what we saw in the first half, Chris, in his playoff game, no adjustments. Go right back to giving his running back the football. He's had a monster day and continues to get positive yards.
Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game.
For this offensive line, you got to tip your cap. They've done everything you would ask of them in taking care of this quarterback. They do it again here on third down, working with that lead. You know the pressure's coming, and they deliver.
You seem able to make the stop after a short game.
There's just not a whole lot of options here for this quarterback on the RPO. The defense, give them credit. They did a nice job of sniffing it out. I'd be surprised if the quarterback is second-guessing that decision of giving it to the back instead of pulling that and either running it himself or maybe making a nice throw.
Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill curve.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
The offense eager to keep this drive going. They're facing a third and long from the 20 now. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the football there on third down.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on 4th down.
The kick is good. He knocked it right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further. After adding 3 more points to the lead, they're set to kick it off.
Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
And the return man decides to signal fair catch. And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. They got into plus territory last time, but the drive ended on a fumble. They got to shake that off immediately. And he lofts it toward the sideline. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge game, but he could not collect it. Second down play coming up for this offense. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. And a sophomore making an impact play.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying the lead.
Urgency now for the offense that hates to come up empty on this drive down multiple scores. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Looking for the wideout. He's got an open man downfield, and it's caught. Heads out of bounds after a solid game. More than enough to pick up a first down.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards.
Well, the quarterback does everything right except pitch the football. The defensive end's going to take him, which is great. That's what you want. You got to get that ball out quicker to not allow that defensive end to make that play.
The DB's backing off from the line now. Pressure is coming. The sophomore able to get home with the sack. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
After consecutive losses, we need a miracle here on 3rd and a mile. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Fires it to the wideout. And that's incomplete. They weren't afraid to let it fly, but it brings up a 4th down.
Well, that's just a miscommunication here. That's busted coverage by the defense. There's no way you can leave a receiver that open. The only problem for the offense is the quarterback misses the throw. That's a touchdown.
He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. And the coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. The Fighting Irish offense is back on the field. They're trying to build this lead here. Had to settle for 3 last time out. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. The gain is 4, so it's 2nd and 6.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half. And he's already at it again.
Second down play coming up. They'll change the pre-snap look now. They'll feed the back again. Makes the catch for the defense. Breaks in the ball, and it's a short gain.
Christine, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
So now it's 3rd and short from the 43. Can they keep the drive going or perhaps face a tough 4th down decision? Handoff here from the shotgun. That's a good effort on the run, but the defense stops him just short of the marker. 4th down now. And the punt team makes its way onto the field. And he'll kick it away now for the 2nd time. And the return man runs out of bounds. And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. Last possession, they were forced to kick it away. Can they finally get things going this time? Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. Short connection to the tight end here. A big hit by the linebacker. Physical tackle there, big versus big. The Bulldogs come to the line in the hurry up.
Hey, it's positive yards, right? That's never a bad thing. But let's face it, these guys got a long way to go in a short amount of time to do it. So let's get the ball downfield and let's get out of bounds to try to preserve that clock.
It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now 3rd down coming up.
Chris, this offensive coordinator is going to have to adjust. We've seen hits and sacks and pressure on this quarterback all game long. They've got to find a solution to create more time for the quarterback to be able to throw the football, or maybe completely overhaul and change what they're doing on offense.
He picks up the 1st down before they get him to the ground. Dogs come to the line to set a fresh set of downs.
This is why they're in the playoff, right? Not just the ability to throw the ball, but you get to a critical moment, a 3rd down, you trust that offensive line to come up with a 1st down, and they get it.
And he just throws the ball away there. Nobody open. Excellent coverage. Incomplete. 2nd down coming up. Quarterback drops back. He's looking to make a big play downfield. And it's intercepted. He stepped in front of that bullet. He's got some room and some blockers here. Now look at the return after the interception. That's the offense.
Defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
He's across the 25. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. To stretch the lead, the route is on. Simple throw, all the yards after the catch. Explosive play by the receiver to score.
Just a dynamic, athletic playmaker. As simple as you said, Chris, just throw him the football, he makes a catch, and then all the fireworks are after the catch, and this defense just unable to corral him.
We'll call for the fair catch here. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. He's moving out of the pocket. Well, he extended the play, but doesn't find the receiver open and goes down.
You know, a lot of times we get caught up, Chris, in the one-on-one battles with the receivers and the DBs. Here's a great example of up front, the offensive line and the defensive line. Who wins that battle? This time the defense wins it, and they get the sack.
With the catch, it's Wade. He'll go down there after picking up a few yards. Not going to be enough for the first. Dropping back, we're going to throw for the first down. Cannot escape that ferocious pass rush. It's a sack.
I think that was a coverage sack as much as anything. They sat back in a dime defense with 6 defensive backs, and none of them blitzed. They just sat back in coverage, and the defensive line eventually came up with a sack.
The offense stays on the field down multiple possessions. Easy choice. And he's throwing for it on 4th down. And here comes a deep shot. Can't connect downfield, incomplete, and a turnover on downs.
Chris, I totally understand why they would go for this here at this point in the game. You're down by 3 scores. We're in the second half. They felt the pressure with the possession that they had, the field position that they had. They needed to make something happen. Unfortunately, not able to come through.
He's got some room. Can he get there? Touchdown, Irish. Stretching the lead. This one is getting ugly. It's an easy job for the play caller, right, Kurt? They can't stop the running back. Feeding the ball. Scores again.
Yeah, I came into this game really thinking we'd see more from this quarterback and all these wide receivers that they have, but instead, it has been the back. And as a smart play caller, you just keep going back to the guy with the hot hand.
Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. And here's the return from inside the 5. Tackled at the 22. Good job by the coverage team. Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. The last time they went forward on 4th down, didn't get it, and it ended up costing them 6 points. And they bounce back here. Solid run. They'll bring it down to the 28-yard line.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance and a really nice gain.
The gain makes it 2nd and medium. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Running out of time in the pocket. The sack in the play could not escape the pass rush.
If I'm on this offensive line, man, I do not want to see the game film. This has been a tough game for the big boys. It appears almost like they've just been moonwalking the entire game, and they've been pushed all around. That's 6 sacks surrendered already in this game.
Throwing for his running back. Looks left and finds his target there. They make the stop just short of the marker. It's going to be 4th down and inches to go.
You know, it's 3rd down. As a quarterback, you're sitting there back in the pocket trying to find a matchup that you like. Pretty much everything taken away. I like his thought to get it to the running back because he's a talented, gifted player, but he just could not wiggle through to pick up the 1st down.
Georgia setting up for the 1st and 10 now. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. He's escaping the pocket now. And we reach the 2-minute warning here. This offense needing to score and then get the football back. Here's the 2nd down play. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Quick throw to his receiver. Ran down the middle. It's Burks. A huge gain across midfield, all the way to the 40-yard line. They attack the deep middle of this defense to come up with a big play.
Nice job giving that quarterback time to throw. Good job of making that read to the middle of the field and working against those safeties, and a big play is the result.
The offense operating at peak efficiency. They come to the line again. Looking to throw it on first down. Here's a shot toward the end zone. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
Boy, this offense has really struggled today, Chris, when it comes to throwing the football. They have dug themselves a huge hole. They're not going to have any chance of coming back. And I think one thing about this is you wonder where you go from here. You're hoping to make a play or two to give yourself a belief that things can get better, but it's just been a disastrous day for the offense.
Third down play, looking for a fresh set of downs.
Here we go.
Caught quickly. Tackle made at the 26, good enough for a first down.
Good job by this offensive line, and a great throw by the quarterback to get that first down there on third down. It's exactly what they needed to do. This is too big of a game. They've come too far. They're in the playoff. You're down in the second half. Good job of keeping this drive alive.
And the sack is made. That's a nice play there by the sophomore. Well, going to the line here with the clock running. Offense will keep it on the ground here. And they bring him down after a solid gain, but it's still well short of the first down marker. Dogs come to the line in the hurry up. On third down, he drops to throw. They've got him. It's a sack for the defense.
It is a sack party out there for this defense. Everything going their way. You know that this offense is going to try to throw the football down by such a big margin late in the game. And this defensive line is bringing the heat. They come up with another sack.
And the Bulldogs will come to the line looking to convert on fourth down. A running play called on fourth down. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time. Defensive fans getting frustrated. Offense continues to march. Tries to get it to the running back. Intercepted right near the end zone. What a play. And they finally bring him down. Great defensive play, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see if the takeaway stands. The offense will obviously decline that penalty and take the result of the play. So it's 1st and 10 inside the 5. How does the coaching staff play this? So they run the ball to get some breathing room, or will they trust the QB and be more aggressive here? Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage